There we go. Okay, so well, I'm gonna pump it up right now. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so this is gonna get all YouTuber and stuff, but so I apologize in advance. But good evening, my beautiful nerd nation. Tsusasi here, and I am at the beautiful Ravinia Courtyard for Indie Arcade Community Garden. Now this is kind of like, it's not an official Indie Arcade. That one's coming later, Indie Arcade Volume 3. That's volume, this is 3. Okay, I'm good. But this is kind of, let's call it Indie Arcade Gaiden. It's kind of the side quest, the side story. And I am here with
Aaron San Filippo.
Yes, Aaron San Filippo?
San Filippo.
San Filippo. See,
San Filippo.
Now in my head this whole time I've been saying San Filippo, so I'm so glad that
Everybody
you said it
says
first.
Yeah.
Because I guess I want to feel exotic when I say it. I don't know.
Right.
But at any rate, the game we're going to talk about is
Evergarden.
Evergarden. Now I don't know if you know, but it recently launched. And people have been going absolutely nuts for this. I've been avoiding the reviews because I didn't want to color my experience, but I'm going to check it out tonight. And I'm so excited about it. So, what was your involvement in the game again?
I'm a programmer, and I made the initial prototype for the game way back in 2012.
Oh, wow.
And then, you know, we liked the prototype enough to turn it into a full production, I guess.
Okay.
And then I became like the programmer on the team, and my brother was an artist and game designer, and I guess we kind of collaborated on.
And what was your brother's first name again?
Forrest.
Forrest, that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
I follow you both on Twitter. I should know these things. I'm a bad social media person.
Yeah, so Forrest is my older brother. He's the artist in the game, and he's kind of took a lead role in the design. So
this game it manages to have a subtlety to it at the same time being vibrant, if that's even possible. But he's nailed it. And you say he comes from an unconventional art background, so that kind of led to.
Yeah, he was a self-taught graphic designer. He ran a sign shop for years, and then moved into web design and logos and stuff like that. And then we started Flippfly together, and over the years he's just gotten better at 2D art and 3D art.
Now, if people don't know Flippfly, I managed to. It's going to be coming soon, I promise you. But I did some vlogs from the other Indie Arcade events, and you had Chase the Sun.
Race the Sun, yeah.
Race the Sun?
Yep.
Race the Sun. I am so bad at this. Race the Sun. But what was really cool to me is that now, so did Race the Sun start out as with that unconventional controller, or was that just added for the event?
That was just added for the event.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you'll see that in the other vlogs, but it's pretty fun. It's a little like balance board.
Right.
But anyways, but we're here to talk about Evergarden. So let's talk about. So what is the hook of the game? What is the thing that sucks you in and holds you?
Sure. So I guess at the core of the game, it's a very simple matching mechanic, and so you have a hexagonal grid, and it has some random flowers on it, and you can combine the flowers together to make better flowers, and then you reseed them into the empty spots, and then you grow, and then you repeat, and it's all about just like the spatial management of that.
I hadn't fully absorbed that just from watching others, but I will say that it has a very, so this is going to sound cliche and corny, but honest to goodness, it has a very zen quality. There's a very pleasing, just not even playing it, just watching it. It just was very soothing, and like I felt my brain saying, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that was one of the core, design goals. We wanted a game that people could play at their own pace. It's just like a relaxing activity.
I can't wait to try it out. I remember reading that this was very much a labor of love and a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, tears has gone into it. I did not realize it had been in development for this long.
Yeah, and it wasn't, full-time since 2012. Okay. That was like we made a prototype, and then we made Race the Sun. Okay. And then we came back to it, a year later, and said, okay, Race the Sun is done, what's next? and it was just kind of an off and on thing where we would run into a design challenge, because we'd never made a puzzle game before. And so we'd run into a design challenge, and then we'd just put it down for a couple of months while we worked on other things and like talk about it on the side, It's like, okay, I think we gotta try this thing with the turn counter or things like that, and then we go back and try it again.
So what was your inspiration? Where did that just like the epiphany?
Yeah. So for me, I was doing a game jam.
Okay.
And
a familiar theme.
The theme of the game jam was evolution, and so really I just wanted to make a game with a hexagon grid because I had never done hexagons before.
Right.
It's like, okay, as a programmer, that's interesting to me. It's a different type of grid, and I don't know how that math works and stuff. So I just kind of like brainstormed like, how can I make a hexagon grid with something that matches the evolution theme? And so I came up with some kind of like flowers growing or something like that. So that very first prototype was very different than the game we have now.
As it seems to be a theme with the development, from especially things that had their genesis in game jams, which I'm finding it's such a great incubator for thoughts.
Yep.
I mean, you think that like this is just like a bunch of people getting together and trying to make something real quick, and that's the end of it. But no, like a lot of good stuff has come out of these game jams, and it's such a. It seems to be. I'm not a developer, but it seems to me to be such a great exercise for the mind, and exercise in both creativity and in necessity.
Right.
You know, there's certain things you have to be very focused in what you're doing to jam a game. You know, and take that concept at its very raw and pure form.
Right.
And so yeah, I'm so glad that this came from it. Here's what I normally do, and I don't know if you've ever seen anything that I've done. I've been around from one of these, but I like to find out a little bit about the developer themselves and their history with gaming. So I like to ask, what are you playing now?
What am I playing? Oh man, I'm playing a lot of our game, to be honest. But not to brag too much. But
no, honestly, I mean.
So we just launched it a few weeks ago, and we're talking to the community, and somebody just posted a score on our leaderboard that was like 10 times what any of us had done before. And I almost deleted it, and then I found out like, no, it's actually real.
Wow.
And so today I had a chat with the person who posted that score and just
pick their brain a little bit.
Pick their brain a little bit and figure out what their strategy was, and is there something that we have to fix, or stuff like that.
A score that I will never come. I don't even need to see it. But if my work with Race the Sun is any measure of how well I'm going to do in any of your other games, my friend Corey rocked it at Midwest Gaming Classic, I think it was. Yeah. But not me, not so much. I was, yeah. But okay, so here's another fun thing, because this kind of speaks to where it all began. 3 retro games from your youth or your early beginnings in video game playing that inspired you, led you down this path, or just blew your mind.
Okay. Let's see, Star Fox was a big one for the Super Nintendo.
Right.
And that was really instrumental in inspiring Race the Sun.
Yes, I can see that.
I guess Zelda, just for a sense of exploration.
Oh, yeah.
The first video game system I owned was a Game Boy.
Oh.
And it was Zelda Link's Awakening. And that game just blew my mind, for all the
that's a beautiful game. That's
that.
Still one of my favorite Zelda games.
Yeah. And I guess Tetris, just like simple, abstract, mechanical things that like just keep you occupied for hours,
I loved Tetris, and full disclosure, my second video game system was a Game Boy, which I took me to the Gulf for Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and it survived it. Like, you hear all these stories of it, but Tetris is what kept my mind like kind of zen. I'll use that word again. So those are great picks.
Yeah.
One last thing we do before we sign off, and thank you again so much for taking the time to sit down with me. And I'm a big Nintendo guy, so we do peace, love. Oh wait, no, I screwed up my own sign off. This is how tired I am. So peace, love, and Nintendo. So you want to join me?
Okay, yeah, sure.
All right, so peace, love, and Nintendo.
All right.
Oh, we out. All right, I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I am gonna.